Brian DeMambro here. We're going to look at this batch of 10 antiquarian books that all relate to books and book collecting and literature. This first one is a bound volume of the Book Lovers magazine. It's January to June, so 6 months, in 1904, with an index at the front, and as you can see, just a wide range of all sorts of images throughout, including many full-page color plates. It's just really interesting. Look at that map. Yeah, this is a fascinating periodical right here, including these interesting photographs. Edward Steichen photograph right there, just 2 of them actually. Well, I think there could be even more, I'm not sure. Yeah, Gertrude Kaisebeir, another Kaisebeir. Steichen right there, it's a famous one. Photographic portraiture. Yeah, this volume in and of itself is just really great. Look at this. Lois Reed. Look at these. Japanese caricature. This is great. Maybe I should keep this one myself. Orange culture in California. My goodness, we'll sit here for 20 minutes and go through this one. Okay, there's the first one. This next one is a bound volume of Scribner's from 1889. Again, we're looking at 6 months, 1889, and it too has a wide range of illustrations throughout, as well as a wide range of articles on all sorts of topics. I just saw you had lawn tennis. Yeah, great stuff. This is a very well-known, significant 2-volume set on English books, published basically in Canabula up to 1900 by Sawyer and Darden. It's really a nice book. It's an unopened limited edition, one of, I think it's 2,000 examples. Caxton to Johnson, Volume 1. Yes, there it is, 2,000 sets. Deckled edges, beautiful paper, and we've got, for instance, fold-out plates with lettered tissue guards like so. It's about William Shakespeare. The book is, it's got reproductions of title pages of rare books. It's really a nice production. It's unopened, which means that the pages are still joined as printed and issued. You would take the back side of a butter knife and just open these up. That's what the owner would do as he goes through the book and reads it. And so the owner of this set, when they buy it, can indeed do that if they'd like. Same here. Clean, tight, and sound. Then we've got this half leather binding, 1925. Bound volume with all kinds of articles and index at the front. Okay, here's a different Bookman, much earlier volume. This one is 1902 to 1903. Interesting because we see here that when the book was bound, it was in an institution initially. The binder's note here is for 1/2 red goat, genuine. That's you do see that in old books from time to time. The annotation for the binder to know what type of a binding to put, because these were, of course, periodicals that were not issued originally in leather bindings or cloth, and so they were just basically gathered up here and sent to the binder for permanent presence on a shelf. There's one of the original covers to the periodical. So that's kind of nice. And then we've got this Library of Famous Fiction, illustrated by Harriet Beecher Stowe. No, it's by her, but it's also an illustrated version. It's not that she illustrated it. There we are, look at that, Dr. Johnson. Introduction by Harriet Beecher Stowe, that's what I'm trying to say. And so what do we got here? Look at this. Tales of the Arabian Nights, Gulliver's Travels, Robinson Crusoe, Pilgrim's Progress. There's Robinson Crusoe here, Voyage to Lilliput, and so on. There's this monumental book. Then we've got this Art Nouveau binding, Glimpses of Authors by Caroline Tickner. Well, what's interesting here is the author, in fact, has inscribed this book in 1932. There she is, Caroline Tickner. It was 1922, his third impression, but it was first published 22, so it's the same year. And these are just her recollections. Oh, there we have Charles Dickens. The final two books. This is a dictionary of noted names of fiction, 1867 by Tickner and Fields. I believe Caroline Tickner was perhaps married to one of the Tickner family, of the book family. That's clean, tight, and sound. And the final book is this one here on bookplates, which actually has Cleveland School of Art, Art Deco bookplate at the front. And this is, look at that one, with a tissue guard. It's got an institutional stamp at the base, but other than that, it's basically clean, tight, and sound. Profusion of these reproductions of bookplates from different eras with descriptions of them. And so this lot of 10 books about books and book collecting and literature is available online from me, Brian DeMambro.